third time's the charm. I guess I can use that video too for quality purposes. Yeah, okay, well, I'm Brad, Red Talon 15 here. Great stream last night, had a lot of fun fighting Gascoigne. I updated my audio capture, my video capture. We're still rocking on the PS4. I'm gonna move to the PS5, I swear, guys. There definitely is a big difference between consoles when playing this game. But yeah, last time we dealt with Gascoigne, we picked up the red brooch, and I gave it to... You have a choice to give it to the girl or not. If you don't give it to her, she will look for her mom on her own, which will... she'll end up dying. But if you give her the brooch, she will be really sad, of course. But I think she stays where she's at, so she'll still stay safe. I think. So yeah. But today we will go to the Cathedral Ward. That's a mission today. Let's see what Gilbert has to say.
An aqueduct leads from the town south of the main bridge to the Cathedral Ward. Not a place you'd normally choose to visit, but not much of a choice with the bridge closed.
So, nothing really new from Gilbert that time. We're gonna go on to the Cathedral Ward. You know what? I'll take the long way. I could probably grind for some bullets. Got some more vials. Thank you, sir. I go this way and dodge the two giants. Don't know if we can completely avoid them, but... Oh, you know what? I don't think I ever ventured this way. Oh, hey there, doggy. Go. Kind of just put them out of their misery. Yeah, I don't think I actually went this way. Anything on this side? Nope. Looks like we're not going to the Cathedral Ward just yet.
Well, do you know of any safe places?
Okay, so this NPC gives you a brief little opening of where we're going to. We're going to the Cathedral Ward, and the Cathedral Ward is basically a place where you can send NPCs to go and stay at a safe place. But since we haven't gone there yet, we don't know that one exists. So we'll come back to this NPC We can't really send them though to where, you know, we don't know yet. So, just some foreshadowing. Bloodstone shard. Perfect. Yeah, I did not go through this area yet. Another bloodstone shard. Perfect. Some more quicksilver bullets. It's always nice. That was kind of lucky. Okay, I don't know if there's a ladder to come back up to drop down to there, but I will check this area out once I have scoped out this side. Oh. I cannot recall if I went to this side. I don't think I did though, because I do see an item. Just nonchalantly walking. Yes, more bullets, please. More bullets, thank you. Ouch. Oil urn. That's cool. So oil urns, you throw them on your enemies, and then you throw a Molotov on them, and it does considerable amounts of damage. And I think it actually increases the AoE spread. Nice little hidden crow there. Yeah, I guess I never went to this area. Another bloodstone shard. Hi, Crow. I'll get to you in a second. It looks like I did come to this area, but I like skipped this little mini section. Perhaps. Doesn't look like I missed much though. Okay, we were gonna come here anyway. Just kind of top us off. Madman's knowledge. That's good. It just sucks that there's not like a ladder to get back up there. So we kind of have to... Okay, no big deal. And then down here. Okay. I see you. All right. Okay. That was interesting. Alright, we'll drop down and come back on the other side. I don't know if there's any items over here. I think it's just we'll still take a look. Oh, somebody died. It was nice to see some bloodstone shards though. I did want to upgrade this weapon, you know, a little more. I'm not gonna, you know, use this weapon through the whole playthrough. I guess it's totally recommended though. If you're doing a dex run, the saw cleaver is a great weapon. It is a perfectly balanced weapon with really no downsides, guys. Like if you wanna play the whole entire game just using the saw cleaver, you can. You can. It's kind of it reminds me of Dead Space. If you just stick with the plasma cutter through the entire playthrough, the plasma cutter is actually not a bad weapon. It's a very solid weapon. And that's what the saw cleaver reminds me of. Like in Dark Souls, you start off with some, you know, okay weapons. You know, the long sword is not bad. Obviously, the sorcerer's staff isn't bad because, you know, I don't think you can upgrade the staff, but at the same time, it scales very high with your intellect. So the higher your intellect, the more stronger your spells are gonna be. So, okay. Some platforming here. I should have scoped out the area before I started doing this, but it looks like we're pretty good. Can I grab that, or do I have to? Oh, okay. Oh, I'll go back and get that. Oh. Well, hello there.
Oh. A hunter, are you? And an outsider? What a mess you've been caught up in. And tonight of all nights. Here, to welcome the new hunter.
Oh, well, thank you. 4 bull hunters marks. Very nice of you, Eileen.
Prepare yourself for the worst. There are no humans left. They're all flesh-hungry beasts now.
Her armor's really cool. I really love that cloak.
Still lingering about. What's wrong? A hunter unnerved by a few beasts. No matter. Without fear in our hearts, we're little different from the beasts themselves.
Cool. So we got a new emote and bolt hunter marks. Very generous of you.
What are you still doing? Enough trembling in your boots. A hunter must hunt. What are you... A hunt...
Our first real, like, hunter-like NPC, Eileen. She is a badass, for sure. I don't think there's anything else around here. I'm kind of glad I double-checked around here, guys. And, you know, I just love making noise, too. Alright, we're gonna see where those items drop. They look like they dropped pretty far. We're just gonna drop down here. And of course they dropped on both sides. But it was worth it. Bloodstone shard. And we will go and get the other item. So that's cool, you know, some exploring. Getting all the nooks and crannies before we go to the cathedral ward. Make sure I drop down the right side this time. Saw spear, ooh, that's a good weapon. So for you dex runners that are doing dex builds for this game, the saw spear is a fantastic weapon. It's very similar to the saw cleaver. I think the saw cleaver just slightly scales more in strength, while the saw spear scales on dex. Saw cleaver scales in strength, while the saw spear scales in dex. Those are the main slight differences, and they have different attack patterns too. If I can remember, your saw spear, one of the trick weapons of the workshop, commonly used by those who dedicate themselves to the hunt. This saw, effective at drawing the blood of beasts, transforms into a medium-ranged spear. The saw, with its set of blood-letting teeth, has become a symbol of the hunt and only grows in effectiveness the more... I did read this to you guys, didn't I? So, the attack patterns are pretty similar. You got some diagonal slashes, and then for this, you get a horizontal and vertical slash. I think you get a thrust too. Ooh, a downward thrust. That is pretty solid. I think this actually has slightly more reach too. So if you're concerned about that, definitely the saw spear is the way to go. We are doing more of a strength build this time around, so I won't be using the saw spear, but I just thought I'd show it off. I'll show off all the weapons that I pick up for you guys. I'll show them off a bit. Alright, we are pretty much done here. And we're gonna make our way to the cathedral ward. I definitely came here by accident, guys. I forgot. I kind of forgot that was around. So I'm glad that I took the quote-unquote long way to the cathedral ward. That's a bad JPEG there. Is this the guy still hanging around? Nope. I'm actually just gonna ignore these guys. Thought I saw an item for a second. Just a reflection. Don't know if they're just gonna stare at me. Hi guys. You get to live another day. Hi guys. Yep, come and get me. Thanks for the free bullets. I didn't realize that I did actually pick up. I mean, I knew that I did pick up the key. Oops. Just wasted a Molotov there. Odin Tome Key. Key to the gate that blocks the tomb of Odin. Beyond the tomb, the Odin Chapel can be found in the center of the cathedral ward. Only today, the church is abandoned, and some say that residents of Odin have all gone mad. Yeah, just like everyone else here. The Bergenworth spider hides all manner of rituals and keeps our lost master from us. A terrible shame. It makes my head shudder uncontrollably. There's our first mention of Bergenworth. Bergenworth was basically a college of scholars that studied blood, like blood healing and rituals and stuff. So Bergenworth we'll talk about more in the near future. Blood Gem Workshop Tool. Alright. That, my friends, is how you enchant your weapons. You can add fire, you could enhance their stats, all that good stuff. And here we are, we made it to the cathedral ward.
you must be a hunter. Very sorry. The incense must have masked your scent. Good, good. I've been waiting for one of your ilk. These hunts have everyone all locked up inside, waiting for it to end. It always does, always has, you know, since forever. But it won't end nicely, not this time. Even some folks hiding inside are going bad. The screams of women folk, the stench of blood, the snarls of beasts, none of them's too uncommon now. Yarnum's done for, tell ya. But if you spot anyone with their wits about 'em, tell 'em about this here Erden Chapel. They'll be safe here. The incense wards off the beasts. Spread the word. Tell 'em to come on over, if you wouldn't mind. I know I shouldn't be asked. If you happen upon someone while hunting, tell them about this here, if they seem worth. Oh, and I do sincerely hope they are.
Alright, so this Odin Chapel, you can, like I said, you can send some NPCs here. To stay here, you know, safely. We'll definitely, we're gonna take a look around. This is locked, I think. Yep. We'll just take a gander. You know what though? Actually, I'm gonna upgrade my stuff. And now, like I said, we have the Bloodstone Workshop tool, which allows us to enchant and enhance our weapons. Very nice. Very, very nice.
What is it?
You can level up probably once.
It all. Very well, let me.
Yeah, one time. I guess I'll just put it into strength.
Farewell, good. May you.
Oh, hey, Gehrman.
The moon is close. It will be a long hunt tonight. If the beasts loom large and threaten to crush your spirits, seek a holy chalice, as every hunter before you has. A holy chalice will reveal the tomb of the gods, where hunters partake in communion. Most of the holy chalices, and the few that found their way to the surface, were lost again in the hands of men. But if the old hunter tales remain true, one of the holy chalices is worshipped in the valley hamlet. Yet the town is in disarray. It was burned and abandoned for fear of the scourge. Home now only to beasts. The perfect place for a hunter, wouldn't you say? One of the...
So, a lot of information there. He talks about how the chalice dungeons are, I can show you guys. Over here, you have these gravestones where you can actually, this was the online part of the game. It was a lot of fun. You can actually team up with others and go through these chalice dungeons. It's kind of like a survival run, but you get, you know, really good items. You can level up your character. It was a great way to make money, friends, and, you know, fun times, and hard ones too. You can do them on your own too. I did all, I think there was like 98 floors or 77 floors. But from a lore standpoint, he says that hunters. I think he mentioned like something like ancient blood or whatnot, but that is where I guess the ancient blood originates from, is the Chalice dungeons, and the blood found its way in Yarnum, which could be the cause of the scourge. We don't know yet, of course, from a lore standpoint, but as we play more, we'll figure out, you know, the truth of how this scourge started. Just a few tidbits there. We're going to upgrade our saw cleaver. Just upgrade it once. But here's the bloodstone fortification. You can actually, we don't have any blood gems right now, but you can put blood gems onto your weapons, which gives them all sorts of different kinds of abilities, stat bonuses. So it's pretty cool. Lots of customization. We can only hope for a sequel soon, guys. So, because I've always wanted to see them, how they would improve on this or add more to it. It was such a great mechanic of the game. So, all right. Now we could go back and talk to the. We're gonna go back. We're gonna talk to that NPC. Actually, we'll talk to a few NPCs. Because we might just get some dialogue out of a few of them. Oh man, Gilbert.
You needn't concern yourself with me. I'm afraid I'm of little help now. But before I did this, I made no use of it, but perhaps you. What afflicted me was incurable, but this town gave me hope. Their strange blood bought me time. I was most fortunate, unharmed by the plague of beasts. I can even die human. Don't.
I can even die human. I feel really bad for you, Gilbert. Look at you trying a preemptive strike.
Oh, well, hello. Splendid. Let me ask you a small kindness. You're soon off to hunt, I presume? Then, if you find any survivors, tell them to seek Yusefka's clinic. Upon my Hippocratic oath, if they are yet human, I will look after them. Perhaps even cure them. This sickness, these beasts, they are not to be feared. This time the night is long. I may be trapped here, but I should do something to help. I'll even offer a reward for your cooperation. Tempted? Well, off you go then.
You can see she's clearly holding something now, and a huge change of tone. She doesn't really care about your safety more, but she's more, now she wants people to be sent over.
If you find anyone who's still human, send them straight to Yusefka's clinic. You can assure them there's no place safer. Please, do me this service. If you find you can please.
Uh-huh. Okay, Yosefka. So first, you didn't want me to enter back into the clinic. You could see, though, the huge change of voice and the fact that she's holding a weapon now. Just little details like that, ladies and gentlemen. Just little details like that. Naughty, naughty Yosefka. So we weren't allowed back into the clinic, oh no, but she has no problem having people sent there left and right. And you could hear her basically say, hey, those beasts, they're nothing to fear about, you know. But she gives these hints, you know. Get a fruitful hunt, you know. Enjoy a fruitful hunt. Bad Yosefka. Bad Yosefka. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can find that other NPC. I think it was this way. I did not let you out of your cage.
I've heard I have. Shutting up indoors isn't always enough. Well, if you once had got off your arse, you wouldn't be in this mess. You're obligated to help me, you hear? So what'll it be? Are you going to tell me you're not?
So we can either send her to Yosefka's clinic or the Odin Chapel. You know, as much as she kind of sounds like a bitch right now, we'll send her to the Odin Chapel. Sure.
Well, what do you know? An outsider worth a lick of salt. Well, don't just stand there. Don't you have work to do? Go slit some throats. Get this mess done with. Oh, enough with you. Trot along.
No, wrong way. Story of my life. Nope. Try again, Brad. Yeah, you tell him. Get him. I don't know how you survived. Oh, I don't know how they survived that. That's some good stuff there. They stuck me. Oh, don't forget, get my free bullets. I'm too lazy. Got my free blood vials. Yeah, honestly, guys. Yeah, well, at least I was smart enough to send the elevator back up. So, don't ever buy blood vials or bullets from the shops. You can very easily farm them. Molotov. I'll take those any day. That's also a clear indicator never to use a shield in this game. There are shields you can use. I think like 2 of them. But they're really not good. Not recommended for this type of game. Alright, back to the Cathedral Ward. Well guys, we did some progression, some exploration. Mostly though, this stream was a bit of a lore heavy a little bit. I'm gonna take a small break to get something to drink and a snack. I'll cut it here, but I'll return very shortly. Well guys, yeah, I will be right back.